Third game of our tiebreaker. It's OG versus VP. Suns fan here with Parch. Synderen hacking up a lung over there or something. How you doing? You feeling healthier than him?
I'm doing great. Happy to be using the same headset as him. Hopefully it doesn't do any transferring, however that
Everything's going to be fine. He's just faking illness, so he gets a free day's pay, of course.
Yeah,
typical
like
Synderen, easy money style.
Yeah, so I'll do my best to hit half of the humor level of Synderen.
That's not going to be...
Smart, funny guy.
Everything times zero is zero, Purge. It's going to be fine. But yeah, VP versus OG. OG, if they win this, they will continue on along with Gaming Gladiators, and VP will be eliminated. If OG loses, then we're doing this all over again.
Yeah, it could be a lot. Tiebreaker days are a big deal, but you never really know what's going to happen. Even drafts that look a little one-sided could just really change a lot if a lot of ganks happen. They talked about the Primal Beast by them, but me, I know how the math works. Because one fateful day I spent too much time with a spreadsheet making love, and now I know that stacking those things together is very synergistic.
Okay, good to know. I'll definitely remember that in about 5 minutes. Sayush is playing the Nature's Prophet. This hero feels like it's kind of dropped off a bit. It was
like, oh wow, this is really powerful when you see
Sprout does damage now. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Sprout does damage. TP gives you all this damage and or armor crap or whatever, and yeah, it ended up being really good. And now it's been nerfed appropriately a couple times.
Bushwhack will not hit, but the Torrent will. So Whisper noticed. He's playing the DK, the off lane this time. As we see Sayush come in with the Blood Grenade TP. Whisper taking the brunt of the damage. FNG will fall first, though, so Ari gets first blood as Whisper. Oh, the Torrent hits, actually. Kiritic does die, and he dies first, so Whisper gets the much-needed XP.
So I'm saying, I don't know how much they paid for Whisper, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah,
this guy is so good.
Meanwhile, Notice dies.
I was waiting for the day that some international team would steal him.
Searing Chains in the mid lane, BZM. We're trying to walk this off. The Flame Guard continuing to tick away, but the Uproar will provide the slow.
Nice, get some separation there. I mean, Primals are happy to ditch the lane like that because surprisingly he's in a situation where his opponent actually has a little bit more AoE magic damage, can outplay him a little bit. So he wants to drag those to the neutral camps to accelerate his gold and experience gain. We have a TP going to... Oh, that's Prophet. He's trying to get the kill.
Yeah, Blood Grenade.
It missed.
BZM will be able to walk away.
This is when Sayu realizes my Blood Grenade missed.
It's Sayush.
Oh, my bad.
Can't get that right.
I'm a new caster. I mean, did the hero get nerfed in the last patch? I actually can't recall, but he wasn't like super directly nerfed, I don't believe. So yeah, Mage Slayer got nerfed. He didn't really buy Mage Slayer that often. Is that a second wasted Blood Grenade? Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, well, you got to get rid of that HP somehow. As they do end up finding the kill on Ari. But
kind of a recovery moment where OG's had a rough year for a while, and now Whisper's about to have a rough lane.
Yeah, Boat's coming, provides him with the buff as Kiritic will be going on. Looks like Whisper in the trees will be surrounded. Seb is here. The Torrent hits along with the Impale onto two. Kiritic has to back away now as BZM kind of trying to catch up to him, but the stun is there from the Centaur Courser again. As Whisper X-backs FNG. Tomato even making his way over here. All right, Impale actually connects as well, so Sayuch is dead. Sheep will cancel the TP, and that'll be the death of FNG, so OG with very nice rotations here.
I did not expect that to happen when he was surrounded by three players. His boat buff didn't even hit himself. It did give him some separation, but the funny moment actually was that when you impale somebody, I think, can you run under them? I think he might be able to. He also has phase boots, so I'm not sure if he was phased or it was the Impale, but that was a great Torrent setup to give the this follow Ravage follow-up. And now...
What if you could stack on someone's head during Impale? You can make your own Mega Meepo. Kiritic getting on him from the trees. Seb is there. Torrent connects. And Whisper able to finish the job. Huge kill for OG.
He did not expect Seb to still be there, and the Torrent landed on him. I mean, he definitely saw the pump fake, but... Man, he just hasn't been doing any morphing. This is the second death now where he got caught without morphing.
And Whisper eventually will pay a price, but it's well worth it, I'm sure. On the OG side, as we can see the Pulverize from BZM. Find the target on a Notice, who's also surrounded by a couple more members of OG. So both offlaners end up dying around the same time here.
Yeah, great rotation.
Oh my God!
No way!
Ah! Seb! A surprise level 6. It was a very early level 6 for him, and he's taking full advantage.
Dude, that is 2 kills in a row on the morph lane.
He has to walk back. Oh, goodness.
He just walked up.
Yeah.
He did start morphine in time in his defense. It was not enough. Past maybe that time that he TP'd trying to kill the nature, or tried to kill in the Primal Beast.
Kiritich, a little early attribute shift. Sharpshooter's coming. Tomato is here, doesn't have Eclipse. I'm not sure if they're going to have the damage to rip through him. We'll see. Waveform is available onto the other side of the tree line. Acorn Shot gives a little bit of vision, and it actually will be enough. So Kiritich dies again. Action doesn't stop. Whisper gets off the boat. Doesn't really have any follow-up, though, as FNG showing... Oh, my God. Tidebringer actually deletes all his creeps. And now FNG. Nice Searing Chains. Actually, the Pulverize only procs half of a little upswing from him as the Finger of Death coming in from Seb to delete Squadix. And now noticed completely out of mana, brought back by Seb and company. Looks like that's the death of the Dragon Knight. So 3 dead for VP. So much back and forth. Kiritich, Jesus.
There you go, you got it.
It's a tough one.
It's
going to be popped by FNG. There's the jump. They have the Impale, they have the Trample, but see the HP already going into Kiritich's way. Seb is going to have to sacrifice his life, which actually is probably worth a decent amount. Yeah, that was a killing spree. Searing Chains on the BZM will uproar and run.
That was kind of a wild go, honestly.
Okay, that's such a good start.
Yeah, what do you think of Tomato in this lineup so far?
I think he's been great.
I think he's technically been considered a stand-in for now. Who knows if he's going to be considered for a long-term position, but so far so good, right?
I feel like the seat is his for the time being, for sure. Even if they I think he's just been fitting in really good with OG here. Really impressed with this playstyle.
Ari was spotted out. Sayush comes in to help block him out a bit. Ari will drop. Yeah, I agree. Tomato, it's always been a very stable carry. Was just nerfed in this last patch. Gives a lot less magic resistance now, and the mana drain does not go through fog as Sayush is found out in the trees. Notice and FNG are going to back him up, though, focusing on Seb for the time being, but see Ari with that sharpshooter. They're going to be able to delete Sayush to start things out. Seb is still alive. Pulverize into the boat as Whisper has come as well, but the impetus destroying BZM has to run away, attempting to TP out, will not get out in time. So it's a 1-for-1 as Whisper's still up and running. As Tomato has come again, there's the Eclipse to take out FNG. Can't find a connection on a second as noticed. Takes out Seb finally, the Lion for sure. FNG is spotted. Sayush is there as well. Sprout is already deleted. And so is FNG, but counter initiation now from Noticed and company. Seb is taken out as Whisper with the X Torrent. But just farming so well, he actually was not in the 50-50 there.
Damn.
As we see Notice with the Dragon Tail. TP not going to come through for the Nature's Prophet. Ari going to turn this around.
Just got baited.
Yeah, miscommunication from VP, and it's going to turn around to a kill onto Notice instead. And close to his ag, so we'll provide another break opportunity onto the DK.
You see his layering cloaks? It's got the Eternal Shroud and the Gossamer's Cape.
Oh.
They look exactly the same.
That's not, I should actually
They actually do look very similar.
BZM is spotted. He's stunned up, already at half HP. The waveform in as well, gets off the Blade Mail, and the Pulverize is coming through. A lot of damage as Kiritich dies first somehow. BZM eventually does fall, but it cost them 3 now. And there's all cores for VP. As Sayush, he's been dying a lot this game. That is the way of Nature's Prophet in this patch, it feels like. Triple kill for Tomato, and Seb even finds the 5th member in FNG. Will be sucking him from afar. Boomerang from Ari, enough to get a full team wipe.
What a fight there for OG.
Man.
I'm
and
surprised.
BZM was the one initiated on. He lived for so long.
Yeah, the power of Blade Mail. I think the players would know.
Tomato is spotted.
The rune.
Take a right click from FNG, but here comes BZM. The Pulverize onto the Morph. Squadix trying to focus on the supports in the back. As he waveforms in. Forced to use his BKB. Turns into Luna. And Squadix able to take out Ari at the very least. So VP not fully punished. Seb.
Give him that stack.
Yeah, he wants to save that finger just in case. Get that stack. You need the right click. Was it fast enough? Although, Whisper will find them there. There's the sheep from Seb. And the burst to follow. My goodness, they have so much damage. 70 seconds. Without the Ember now.
They're just
Tomato can just go in deep with the Aegis.
They're just doing such a good job pressuring. They just haven't slowed down at any point. Like, they lose a skirmish here or there, and then they instantly set up with 3 heroes on a different part of the map and find an enemy squad. Like, they are just, like, that was all from the gank on the Ember Spirit, where he got away and looked fine.
TP. Seb trying to delay as long as possible. Noticed being slowed by the many mechanics added onto that mana drain over time. Notice will now BKB, BZM.
Good dodge.
It does dodge the sharpshooter.
That was really close.
Oh, this could turn into a fight.
They're still set up. This is so
Whisper,
wild.
oh, he gets silenced, but the boat comes out along with the Bloodstone. Will it heal enough?
No.
He's taking tons of damage. The impetus is just destroying him. Finally, the Kunkka will fall, but he gets off the Torrent Storm just in time as BZM focusing on the Dragon Knight. Squadix on the back line. Will be able to
behind Luna. At
They
best,
have to do something. This
kill
is
the
the time. Kiritich jumps in. He's already at half HP. The Eclipse coming through for Tomato. Getting force-staffed to the other side. He's getting pretty damn low. Lucent Beam is there. It gets force-staffed again, but the Pulverize keeping the Morphling in place. Tomato finally does drop. Can VP win this fight? They lose their Morphling, though, as Whisper is super low. Sharpshooter there, but Squadix is the one cleaning up. He gets a triple kill on the Ember Spirit as BZM stunned up now. There's the Sprout from Sayuch. Ultra kill Squadix.
All right.
Much needed. VP want to fight. BZM is who they see. The rock throw actually hits onto the Dragon Knight. Gleipnir as well. BZM going with the onslaught, canceling it though. So they really want to wait this out as the Pulverize connecting basically on 3 heroes.
Pretty good.
Trying to get out the uproars. Tomato with the Eclipse, focusing everything onto Kitrich. He does have the BKB activated, still taking massive damage along with Notice. And now VP, they lose their Ench. He buys back. And looks like the Morphling will get cleaned up. 80 seconds, he is dead. And the Ench, that's a dot. And there is a fortification for VP.
Man, these glaives are just so good against these Blink heroes, because if you get close to initiating, you get a bounce on you, and all of a sudden you just got to wait 3 seconds, and just kind of rinse, repeat here. Tomato is getting low, so there's a little, just kidding, it's over.
Satanic, yep, good stuff.
All right, he doesn't have Satanic now, though.
That is true. Inside the Sprout, that's one way to prevent him from hitting your barracks, but he Manta's out. Oh. Look at the damage onto the Ench. It gets X back into the boat. That is a dead Ench for sure. Tomato in the meantime, no Satanic, but he does pop the Eclipse. Morphling attribute shifting with the BKB. The Pulverize is on top. They're not doing any damage though. Tomato is taking the brunt. That is the Aegis. We'll be back shortly. Seb buys back instantly as the Torrent into the Lucent Beam onto Kitrich. He's going to have to back up now. We'll have to fully reset in all likelihood. That just means Tomato can focus on the buildings if he wants, but he's chasing for the time being. They get the X into the Torrent, into the Lucent Beam with the Conda. Down goes Notice. There's the fortification quickly. The tier 4 is already evaporating. The Ancient fully exposed. Noticed? Okay, Adaptive Strike applied. That's a lot of damage to Tomato. He pops the Satanic. Not able to really right-click too much, though, but the Pulverize coming in for BZM. Beautiful Torrent as well. Morphling is dead, and so are VP, as they call GG out of this one. They are eliminated from DreamLeague, which means Gaming Gladiators and OG will move on to the next stage.
Really intense tiebreakers for sure. VP is going to be very disappointed with this one, because you're thinking, only one team gets out. It's probably not going to be us. And then they just kind of got beat up in both games. But frankly, I'm not the most surprised. OG is...